Welcome to our Aer Gym Tote review. You might be looking for a cool gym/work tote bag. If so, the Aer Tote, it brought its A game. But are the handles comfortable enough? Is the laptop compartment safe enough? Is the main compartment big enough? And is this tote toty enough for your tote needs? That's what we're here to talk about. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's start this review by just kind of talking about the overall gist of the Aer Gym Tote. All right, John, it's 9 a.m. Monday morning. I told you I wanted a new idea brought to my table today. What you got for me? Well, Mr. Caesar, after some serious brainstorming, we have something I think you're really going to love. You have my attention. Wait for it. A tote. So let's make a super dope, extra functional tote. I assume that's what they said, like in their meeting. And that's kind of what they did. They used their premium signature materials, core durabilistic nylon, we'll talk about that in a sec. Really nice hardware with YKK zips. A minimalist yet tasteful exterior, right? We've got this front pocket here, back pocket, and most importantly, for all your gymmers out there, this is a gym tote because of right here, the ventilated shoe compartment. Couple pockets for organization and a laptop compartment, which is interesting to have on a tote. I've got some things to say about it. And they put a little bit of style to this. Now, I don't know personally, in my opinion, how well they succeeded with making the tote stylish. And it should be noted it comes in only one color option. We got the black, and it runs around 110 US dollars. Okay, let's talk about the outside of the Aer Gym Tote. We'll start with the main material. This is, as I mentioned, core durabilistic nylon, 1680 ballistic nylon. Smooth to the touch, but highly durable. On the front, we have this zip right here, cuts right down the middle. This is a YKK PU coated zip. PU coated means that it is water resistant. No water's gonna get in there, but it makes it a little sticky, right? So this is a little bit stickier of a zip. Like, you just gotta get one of those if you really wanna make it fast. There's no additional organization in this pocket. It's just a big old pocket, and it runs the entirety of the front right here. This is an ideal pocket for things that you want quick access to. Two sides, one side not much to discuss, just Aer's super minimal and subtle branding. So if you're into that urban, anonymous look, then you will appreciate this. Switching over, we have the ventilated shoe compartment. This is why this is a gym tote, or at least it's the biggest reason why. It can fit up to a men's size 12 running shoes. And to make sure that your bag don't get too stanky, they got a little ventilated hole right here, a little extra breathability. And it should be noted you can put other things that aren't shoes. Maybe a damp towel after a beach day. It's just a way to kind of give you some separation with things that you don't want touching in your main compartment. That's what ventilated shoe compartments are fantastic for. Let's talk about the back. Luggage pass-through holder, which is secured with a Velcro. Big fan of that. A lot of bags don't do that. They just put the nylon band right there. You're like, that's cool, but actually the Velcro just gives it a little extra security. I like the Velcro. Nice touch. Yep, I dig the Velcro on the luggage pass-through holder. If you dig that too, let me know by just smashing that like button. Above that, zipper pocket, not PU coated, okay? So that means it's gonna be a little bit faster and easier of a zipping experience, but not water resistant. And in here, no additional organization. It runs right down to here, so it's a nice pocket. I would put something that I want a little bit more security. Wallet, phone, illicit substances, I'm not approving it. I'm just saying if you got them, might be a good spot for them. Now let's talk about the top before we get into the actual inside of the tote. We got these two handles, and this is super toady handles. Because you don't want your tote handles to be too short, right? Because then the tote can do two things: hand carry and shoulder carry. You want some versatility with your carrying with a tote, and this has plenty of space. I mean, you can fit an Aaron-sized head in there. Plenty of space for a human head. This is made with a basic sort of nylon webbing, like a seatbelt material. Good stitching. I think the comfort is pretty good. I maybe would have liked to have felt a little more padding on this area, but not to say this guy is not unpleasant. It feels robust, it feels strong. It's a gym tote. Let's go to the gym! And finally on the outside, we have this zip right here, which gets you into the main compartment. What's interesting though, it's got like a hole right here, right? And there's no way to really cover that up. So if you do get caught in a rainstorm, like, it's not a very weather resistant tote in that sense. Let me know, is that like a deal breaker for you though? I don't know if it would be a deal breaker for me, but little hole here. Let me know your thoughts on the lack of waterproofness on the top of this tote, please, in the comments below. Let's talk about the inside of the Aer Gym Tote. Only a few things to discuss. Big old canyon of a compartment. Should have mentioned this is 19 liters. 19 liters is usually a perfect size for an everyday carry backpack. We got 2 pockets on the outside, pocket 1, pocket 2. These are deep water bottle holders, I'm gonna say. On the other side, we have 2 sleeves right here. Now, the bigger sleeve is marketed as a padded laptop pocket, but I'm not sure how safe I'd feel putting my laptop in this thing. Okay, so I got my 13-inch laptop in there. It's a very tight fit. You're not gonna fit anything bigger than a 13-inch.
That's what she said.
So I kind of like the tightness of the fit, but I don't like the looseness of the build. Like, I don't know, it's an okay spot for the laptop. I've seen better. And I wish that there would be a little bit more suspending. The suspension is like maybe this high from the bottom, but Tab says he would never put his laptop in there, not even once. Not even if there's a fire. If anybody knows what quote that is from, let me know in the comments below. Now, the other pocket could be good for a tablet, but it's not advertised on the website as such, but it's a big pocket. You can definitely fit a tablet in there. Now, last but not least, I mentioned the ventilated shoe compartment. Let's talk about it in the actual main compartment, because you see this thing right here? That is the ventilated shoe compartment. And that takes up a lot of space in this thing. So when you're actually loaded out with a pair of shoes, I will use my hands as a demonstration. You're kind of losing like half the capacity, right? But it's just something to be aware of. Let's talk about some pros and cons. Pro number 1, fantastic materials. Pro number 2, very spacious interior. And pro number 3, a lot of space on this tote handle, right? So you can carry it over the shoulder, in your hand. You might even be able to throw it over your neck. I don't know why you would, but if you wanted to. But let's talk about some cons. Con number 1, I'm not quite sold on the look. Con number 2, I'm not really 100% sold, and Tab is 0% sold on the safety of the laptop compartment. And con number 3 is I would have loved to have seen some sort of storage option for the excess material on the ventilated shoe compartment. So you're here, you're still with me. If that's the case and you're like, this tote is for me, I'm getting one. I'm very excited for you. And we do ask that if you're going to make a purchase, to please use the first link in the description, just right down there. That link makes sure that you get the best price, and it also helps to support our Nomads Nation YouTube channel. Thank you very much. But let's say you're not quite sold on this tote, you want some alternative recommendations. Tote recommendation number 1, it's the Peak Design Everyday Tote. This tote gives you a lot of things that this tote gives you, but it's sort of in a different manner, right? And definitely improves security in the main compartment for all of your tech stuff, camera gear, laptops, all that good stuff. To learn more about the Peak Design Everyday Tote, take a look just down there in the description where we have links to our full review. And then the second alternative recommendation is going to be the Peak Design Tote Pack, which is actually sort of a tote meets a backpack. If you didn't know things like this existed, now you do. If this interests you, this thing is actually pretty badass. It's got a really clean look to it. To learn more about the Peak Design Tote Pack, take a look down there and link to our full review. I'm Aaron, the guy behind the camera is Tab. Thank you guys so much for watching our Aer Gym Tote review. If you found this review to be useful, the best way to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, super simple. Just hit the like button. Small gesture, but it goes a long way. And if you really like the video, then subscribing is equally as small of a gesture that goes an even longer way. And then you can be notified anytime we do new tote reviews, backpack reviews, sling reviews, we do it all. Also, let us know in the comments, do you have a tote? Are you the kind of person rocking like the IKEA tote still? I see it all the time in Hong Kong. I respect the shit out of it. IKEA totes rock. So do you need to spend this much money on a tote? Let us know your experiences below. Your comments help to make this channel, but also just the internet as a whole, a more educated place. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.